If you are new, then welcome. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm just adding this in now because I forgot to mention it, but I'm doing a nursing Q&A on my Instagram for a new video. So please ask me literally anything to do with nursing on my channel and I will answer the questions in a video that is up on my Instagram right now. So please go and ask me questions. Today's video is episode 2 of my motivation series. This is a monthly thing that I'm going to be doing, focusing on a load of different topics that I feel like are very important to cover. The first one I feel like is quite relevant and quite necessary for a lot of people to hear because a lot of people do struggle with this issue, and that is productivity and how to maximize your productivity. Sometimes, and it is very normal, it can feel like it's almost impossible to get everything done. It's like you've got all these things that keep adding to your to-do list, whether that be within your work life, your personal life, your social life, and sometimes it can be quite overwhelming. So I think it is very, very important to remember that it's okay to not be productive all of the time. If anything, maximizing your productivity is done by resting, because if you overwork yourself and you're overproductive, that is counterproductive, because then you're not giving yourself the necessary rest and then you won't actually produce the best work or do whatever you're doing to the best of your ability. So I think the biggest thing and the main thing, which is kind of, I guess, a contradiction to being active and being productive, but allowing yourself to rest will allow you to be more productive, and it will give you more energy the next day or the next week to be able to really put your all into what you're doing, whether that be doing a workout or running errands or doing work for school, uni, or your job. So I think that is probably the most important thing. Also, it is really important to set realistic goals. I think a lot of people, like myself, I think, have an idea of everything they want to do in 1 week and want to just smash it out of the park in one go, so then you can just relax the next week or for the weekend. That is something that I'm very guilty of, and I'm sure a lot of other people are as well. I think by doing that, that is quite toxic for yourself in a way, because it will just cause burnout. If you're kind of making these really long lists, that's going to add to your anxiety, because you're going to be putting more pressure on yourself to try and get everything done within the deadlines that you've set for yourself. And if you set deadlines for yourself, they're not fixed. Like, you can move things around, you know, things happen. Sometimes you have to move things around or push things back, push things forward, and that is okay. And I feel like putting pressure on yourself to get everything done in a certain time is just counterproductive. So be able to say, you know, at the end of the day, if there are a couple of things that you've got on your to-do list that you haven't done, it's okay. You can move them on to the next day, the next weekend, week, whatever, because sometimes things come up and sometimes you do feel too tired or too overworked to be able to get everything done that you think you could have done. So just being able to know your limits, know your boundaries, and not set all this unnecessary pressure onto yourself, because it's just unhealthy and it causes burnout, and burnout is something that is very common, especially within the nursing community, and it is something that is just not good. For my nursing students watching this, or for any nurses or anyone who works in healthcare, maximizing your productivity on placement or on the job is really, really important, because obviously you're working really long hours or trying to kind of look after yourself, but also look after your patients, because your patients are your priority. And I think that maximizing that productivity is done by planning your day, planning everything that you do, having one sheet of paper, because having a load of things all over the place is just gonna mess up your brain. So having one piece of paper where you've got the times of when your medications are due, times of when you need to do OBS, or when you need to get updates from your patients, things like that are so important, because it stops everything being clogged up in here and allows that to just be on a piece of paper that you can just read, and allows you to kind of free up some memory in your brain, which allows you to kind of reduce stress, reduce anxiety, and that is really important when you do work in a stressful environment. And with planning your day, this fits in very nicely to feature in my video, which is the lovely purpose box that was sent to me by Nicole at HerPath2Purpose. And HerPath2Purpose is an organisation which helps to empower women, and they run events for women, and they have a really lovely kind of motivational Instagram page which has a load of positive things, a lot of purposeful things and productive things on there that is really, really lovely, and I think you should all give them a follow because it's a lovely page, and I think all of us need a bit of positivity on our social media feeds because the world is a negative place. I'm going to leave the details to their website below and also their Instagram here. The box came like this. It had a ribbon on it, but obviously I've had to take it off in order to open the box. It was so pretty. They've got their little logo here. I'll show a different view of the box because I don't want to hold it up for everything to fall out. And it's really cute. They have a little card here that says "You're amazing, girl." It's just all very kind of motivational and really nice. The packaging, their kind of theme is kind of like a peachy pink, and everything just matches the color scheme. So in order to maximize productivity, this purpose box comes with 2 to-do cards. I know it's flipped the wrong way, but 2 to-do cards, and they basically have a section on things to do, your priorities, your schedule, daily affirmation, don't forget, and your treat for the day, and you obviously circle what day it is. This one is different to this one. This one has actual times, so this kind of layout is really good for going on shift because it has the times, so you can remind yourself of when you need to do things that are urgent, things you're looking forward to. I just think they're just really nice layouts. Like sometimes making your own to-do list is really difficult, so having this layout, and it's really pretty as well, it's nice to look at. It's not just a scribble that you would just write on a post-it note. So having that there I think is really good and kind of like nice for your brain, to give your brain a break to just write everything down on paper. So I love these and I will definitely be using them. Also, it comes with a gratitude list, so you write down all the things you're grateful for. I think this is really good, especially when you have those down days where you're not feeling very productive, you're feeling a bit burnt out, and sometimes it's hard to see kind of like the positive things in life, especially with everything that's going on in the moment. It has affected everyone very differently and very negatively. So it's nice to kind of remind yourself of the good things that have gone on and have been going on in your life, because, you know, baby steps are big steps. So anything that you are happy with, proud of, grateful for, you can write on here. It also comes with 2 kind of motivational quote cards. So this one says "Great strength lies within you," and this one says "We are more powerful when we empower each other." This is so great. I love this. The whole feminist vibe, love it. I'm a very strong feminist, so I'm going to be putting these on my mood board. I think it is really nice to have things like this in your room to just create like a positive atmosphere. It also comes with a colouring sheet. Oh my gosh. Colouring sheet of flowers, and it says "She believed she could, so she did." I think that is very motivational. Something you can kind of colour in. I think colouring is actually really good for kind of decreasing anxiety and kind of calming you down. I think it's a really good form of self-care, so I think this is a really nice addition. And another thing for your productivity is this weekly to-do list. So it's obviously a lot bigger, so it's got things for your list, it's got things for certain days, priorities, things for next week, shopping list, notes, and how much water you've drank. I think that's so cute. Like you can colour in how many glasses of water you've had. Again, fits in with their colour scheme. It's so pretty. I'm a girly girl, so I love pink. I'm loving the colouring of all of this. It's so nice. This kind of template you can use as well to plan out your week, especially if you're a busy person. This is fabulous for you. And the last 2 things that come in the purpose box are this notebook called "You Got This." I think every student, every nurse, anyone, as much as my nails, needs a notebook. You can never have enough notebooks, so I think this is probably something I might bring on placement with me. It is just a lined notebook with "You Got This" on the front, because it's important to remind yourself, you know, like anything is possible and you're always going to achieve the things you want to achieve if you put your mind to it. And then obviously it comes with a little pen, which also fits in with the colour scheme, which I'm loving. So that is the contents of the HerPath2Purpose purpose box, which is coming out soon. So keep your eyes peeled for the launch of that on their Instagram. I'm in love with this box, so thank you to Nicole for gifting it to me. I'm definitely going to be using this, and I think this is something everyone needs to have because it's so good to have things that allow you to organise yourself and allow you to really maximise your productivity, especially if you're someone that is not great at organising yourself and ordering your priorities. So if you're not that type of person that has everything in check and struggles with kind of having racing thoughts all the time and putting pressure and putting deadlines on yourself, then definitely get one of these. So that is the end of this episode of the motivation series. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to check out HerPath2Purpose, and take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.